we know that the aging workforce and all topic around these demographic challenges is around in Europe already many years. So countries speak about this for many years. But since now, the latest 2-3 years ago, when the financial crisis escalated, since then it's really hot. And does mean that this topic is urgent. And now countries are not only speaking about, they are acting, they are taking decisions. And if I to give you an overview in Europe, I mean, in general, what European countries did first is they tried with regulations on the one hand or with incentives to the other hand to motivate companies to hire aged old people. For example, with savings in social charges or tax advantages, they wanted to motivate them to hire old people. But unfortunately, this did not work out, and many countries already recognized that this is not working out. And that's why now the tendency in the market or in Europe in general is more and more to go into a direction of deregulation. This means to give, instead of incentives and to regulation, to give more and more flexibility to the companies to hire people, not only all people, in general people, because the key driver in this discussion is to create employment. Only with additional employment you can finance, let's say, you can finance this cost we have in pension funds. That's why the increasement of employment is the key. And to increase the employment, the only way is, and many countries understood and took the decision to increase flexibility so companies can make flexible contracts, can hire, fire quickly, so they have a high motivation and no risk to create new jobs. Okay, Italy, actually, I mean, Italy and any other country, I can just say, observe what's going on in Europe and try to learn of it. And what can we learn from what I just said? You can learn that the regulation is not working out, is not an effective strategy at all. It just makes life for companies more and more complicated. It increases the cost of company and it does not really motivate the company to create new employment. So the focus of the activities of a country and also of Italy should be on how to create new jobs and how to create new employment in this country. And not just thinking about how can we give advantage to the old people that they are employed. Because otherwise, if you just focus on one part of the people, so on the old people, you disadvantage the young people at the same time. So it's a question of allocation of unemployment. Who is unemployed and who is not unemployed? If you really want to make a difference and to make something good for this country, you have to create jobs and additional employment. Because only then you have more people employed and less people in the pension or unemployed. So this is actually must be the focus for the country. So please try to focus on deregulation, on flexibility in the labor market, to have a flexible setup in the market that companies have space and liberty to do their own solutions, because at the end they are creative enough, they have a high motivation to keep the aged people on board, to keep them employable and keep them productive in their companies. I think it's really good because maybe you heard the speech today of Mr. Renato Merz from ABB saying that stop parlare, parlare, fare. So I think what we need in every country, also in Italy, is innovation. People who are bringing new ideas, who are trying to initiate something. And not just wait until politics do something, because then you wait a long time. So I think every kind of private initiative is great. And I mean, we saw today the presentation of some really concrete ideas, how we can combine all with young people, how we can, let's say, make this transition with all old and young people work, and I think this is very, very good, and I think the platform today was very good to present it. Yeah.